you something super special that arrived for me today. A friend of mine decided to send it to me, and I read her letter. She says, "Because I'm worth it," which is really, really sweet. So, officially, this is, I would say, the first, yeah, the first, legitimate sending, receiving flowers just for the sake of receiving flowers that I have ever received in my life, which is a good sign. Yay, Venus in Capricorn. Anyway, sorry, then, and I also got chocolates and they match. So, yeah. So, anyway, I wanted to show you this. And I figured it put me in such a good mood. I figured I would do a Hello Neighbor as well. And I just want to thank my friend, whom I do not know if she wishes to be named, but I just want to thank my friend for sending these because they are amazing and they are beautiful and they really made my day. And yes, I am a classicist in the sense that red roses are my favorite flower. No smell, so much roses. So yeah, this really made me feel happy. It comes with a bowl and it comes with Swiss milk chocolate. So that woman really knows the way to my heart. So yeah, I am very, very pleased. It's nice. Very, very pleased. So I figured we'd do a Hello Neighbor, which hopefully can be more relaxed. And excuse me while I open my chocolates. You can look at my roses in the meantime. I'm actually a very simple person, in the sense that if you ask me what I want, just showing up, little things like this, they can really, you know, make a difference. Oh, no, it's not my solar return. It's not my solar return. Oh, wait, no, I think Lexi's talking to someone else. Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. Let me just grab my chocos and then we can get in a discussion. Now, this is Malaysia, so chocos have already melted. So yeah, I figured let's do a Hello Neighbor since this has definitely put me in a good mood. And as you know, Hello Neighbors are very open, they're very fluid. They're not really about anything in particular. It really depends on what the group is doing. Just give me a sec whilst I open this thing. Sorry. So right now the Hello Neighbor is about me with extremely melted chocolate. Like it's not even a ball anymore, but whatever. So how did the Venus occultation of the moon go yesterday for people? I, mm, if I have chocolate on my face, you know why. So how did the Venus occultation go yesterday? Any interesting things come up? Anything around relationships, connections, truths? I mean, for me, it hit like nail on the head just because it's on my sun. But anything? Otherwise, I'm just going to keep talking and seeing if we hit on something useful. I can see people leaving. But that's fine. Like I said, the Hello Neighbors are just about hanging out. They're not they're not necessarily about anything. So, whatever. I'm giving you a sec. Okay. First, let's acknowledge everybody here. Hello, Candy. Hello, Lexi. Hello, VB. Hello, Andrea, who's got a birthday week. I am doing better than I did before, so thank you, VB. Grace says, "Hey, you, Dr. B. All us queer Asian femmes are cheering for you with that last video." Eh. I didn't even think of it as coming out. In my Capricorn head, I was just like, this is a fact of myself. I shall share this fact. So now I know apparently that's coming out. Apparently. But anyway. In Malaysia, according to the government, LGBTQ people do not even exist, so they don't have the problem. That's a level of denial I can't even get into, but it's probably why I never really looked at it. It's just that, when you're so, whether or not you realize you're imbibing the culture around you, it's just a box that I never looked at. But,
Anyway, Sky Blue says, hi, Dr. B. Hello, hello. Sherry says, brought up patterns repeating in relationships from childhood trauma. Knowing means I can now deal with it. Well done, well done, well done. I mean, when, trauma patterns come up in that way, one of the best things that you can do if people look at essential oils and you need to look at contraindications and you have to be mindful using them, especially if you're around sensitive people, pregnant people, if you're around pets. Pets can die from a heck of a lot of things. But if you're looking at it from the essential uh, oil perspective, sorry, the chocolate is sticky. Um, ylang ylang and magnolia may actually be a really good thing to help you, especially moving through those layers of childhood grief and whatnot. Grace said, we always felt you were one of us. 'Twas nice to hear out come into our community for real. See, I didn't know that. So I tell my best friend, and this is a friend who's known me since 2004, the one I went to Paris with. And no, we've never had, no, we just, sometimes two souls know each other so well, it doesn't really go there. So she looked at me and she goes, yeah, it makes sense. I go, why does it make sense? She goes, well, because she and I used to dance a lot in college. And she told me, well, no, there was this girl that you were dancing with once. And both of you were so into it. All the guys just stopped and started looking. And she said she found it so creepy that moment. But it wasn't us dancing that was creepy. It was the fact that, the guys responded the way they did. And I was like, oh my God. So, to give you some context, I can be very, very insightful and sharp about some things. But in other things, I can be be blitheringly slow, you know? So, like, throughout my life, I've always had like some kind of a white cat in my house. I was never allowed to have pets. We never were. But I had this little doll that I used to have. I still have it. As when I was 9, I had this little white cat called Sophia. And she's still with me. She's still with me, but she's a stuffed animal, right? And then when I was like late in my late 20s or so, um, I was walking at a mall somewhere, and I just passed by this little exhibition. It was a Christmas time exhibition, and this white tiger doll just falls on me. So I go get it, and there's always been some kind of white cat, and of course, naturally, when my little girl shows up, she shows up as a white cat. Now, to everybody around me, they knew that I was a cat person, but I did not know at all. I just thought, oh, I like cat. That's why I bought the doll, and so I was like, whatever. But only when Hanuki came along did I go, oh, all right. So, same way, everyone around me seemed to know, like even friends that I haven't known so long. I told another friend, she was like, yeah, that makes sense. And another one, yes, that makes sense. And I'm like, was I the last person to find out? Apparently so. But thank you for the warm welcome. I haven't given up on men entirely, but no, I think there's much more to love than just what's between a person's legs. But thank you for the warm welcome. I didn't realize it was such a deal till. But anyway, so one of my lady friends has sent me my lovely, lovely roses and my lovely, lovely chocolate. So I'm feeling quite happy today. I also got the chance to catch up with a friend, and I realized I haven't been the best of friends to my friends this year because it's been a very tough year. It's been a very alienating and isolating year. And when weird stuff keeps happening, you can't just keep telling your friends things are terrible. Things are terrible. After a while, or at least what I tend to do is I just tend to withdraw for a bit till the storm tides over and I can go, oh, okay, I can breathe now. Ooh. So, caught up with a friend after a long time. And that was a nice thing to do. I think Venus and Capricorn treats me right. Um, Grace says, wait till you get sent a toaster. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Just for reference, I think I might have already said this before. I'm the kind of person who did not know what Rick rolling was till about a month ago. So, no, I am woefully ignorant about certain things. Oh, Meghna, look what came. Look what came. And since you're online, thank you. Jarius is laughing. So somebody tell me what the toaster reference is, please. Please. But yeah, today I figured since I have received this lovely bouquet, which I'm showing off to everybody, because honestly, this is the first bouquet I have ever really received in my life without it being some dude who had no idea what he was doing, going, oh, I think I'm supposed to get her something. Oh. But no, this is like the first time I have gotten something. So Meghna asked, did I miss something and need to rewind? And so happy to see you happy. Woman, look at the roses. But yeah, you probably might want to rewind. But yeah. But okay, so apparently I'm missing something, and Grace says, haha, I'll let you find out after you enjoy some lady loving. Remember when I was in college, this was in Germany, I was in a relationship at the time. And and I'm a very loyal person. So even if like the most handsome, wonderful, beautiful person in the world came up to me, if I'm in a relationship, even if the person sucks, I'll still be like, hey, no, I am not gonna break my own word until I actually say it's time. So this happened to me and a friend of mine, and she tried stuff and I was like, and now I'm just like, what a missed bloody opportunity. But anyway, loyalty and fidelity are still big things. But apparently, I will find out about toasters after and enjoy some lady living. Okay, I will take that as a blessing. Thank you very much. But it is for a second I'm back. But this is just it's a symbol of love. It doesn't have to mean like anything specific or anything particularly, whatever. But it's just roses are just beauty. Roses are love. Roses are one of the most powerful expressions of the feminine. I mean, I remember that when I was doing a bit of research into essential oils, and this is one of the reasons why I love roses so much, is that it apparently has the highest frequency of, oils, so to speak. And it's something that absolutely opens up that unconditional love space. But rose oil, as an oil, is also very, very potent. Very, very potent in the sense that it will force you to see the emotions that you have been hiding from yourself, even if you don't want to see it, which is probably why roses work with me so well, you know? But Vigna has said, yes, I'll say this here. Some years ago, I decided that the joy of sending flowers shouldn't be restricted to men. So now I send flowers to my lovely ladies when I want to remind them that they are loved. So thank you very much, Vigna. Don't mind the queer fandom. That's the queer fandom, but I am so happy I got these from my friend. But yeah, apparently you people knew things about me I didn't know. So that's fine. That is fine. So, but also chocolate's very appreciated. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to show up and share this because for me it's a really big deal. It's a really big deal because it's hard. It's hard. It's honestly hard these days to find people who appreciate you and who are actually willing to go and do something different to show that. Obviously, a lot of you do that when you contribute and so on, because I'm not a rich person and I work very hard. But some of you, it's like another lady sent me another care package earlier this year, and she put together these things of cat toys because she knew my daughter would like it. And she also got me some really sweet little things from Australia. And sometimes people just go out of their way to do things like that. And that's so lovely. It's so wonderful when people actually care enough to do things. And sometimes I try to do the same, or even if I can't get up and go to the mailbox or something, I try to check in on people. I try to make sure that people are okay. And love just comes in so many different forms. It's not just a bouquet of red roses. Sometimes it's just sometimes it's just that desire to want to heal, to want to help, to want to make someone's life seem a little better. And definitely this came at the right time, so thank you again. But yeah, they're very nice. But I guess that's why I wanted to talk about this on Hello Neighbor. Because you see, in times that feel so hard, it becomes so easy to just look at the struggle and look at the fight and look at the daily drudge and the in and out, that we actually forget to look at what makes us human. I keep looking at these roses, that's why my eyes are going. So, we forget to look at what makes us human, what makes this life worth living, and it's sweetness. It's sweetness, it's joy, it's just a tiny little gesture. I was watching this on Instagram earlier today, and because like, I look at that stuff, and there was this guy who just wanted to go do something nice for a couple, and it was their anniversary, and he asked what would make you happy. So a woman said flowers, and I got flowers later today, and the man said donuts, but I got chocolate, so that's fine. And he just gave them to the couple. They weren't even expecting it, and it just made their day better. They just made their day better. And it's a very nice thing when that happens. God knows I give to the moon and back. Yes, we know that. We don't need to establish that further. But it's really sweet when people go out of their way. So I am super excited. I'm probably going to try. I've got some resin things that like the thing that you can make bracelets and shapes with. And I've been thinking of using them for a while, so maybe I might preserve some of these roses and rose petals just to remember them in resin. If anyone has experience with resin, let me know. But nah, nah, nah. These just look absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, on the theme of love and roses, and again, love in many different forms, um, thank you, queer fandom. But in many, many different forms, what kinds of things would make you happy? What kinds of things can you do to make the people in your life feel nurtured and valued and appreciated? So, floor is yours. Floor is yours. Hmm. Hmm. Anybody? I'm going to eat me another chocolate. It's very sticky, but I like it. So just waiting to see if there's anything. Like I said, Hello Neighbor doesn't have to be anything too deep, dark, dense, heavy. You can save that for some other time. No one yet. Seriously? Have the roses just stunned everybody into silence? Candy, time spent outdoors, random acts of kindness. That reminds me, was it Bruce Almighty or Evan Almighty? I think it was Bruce Almighty, and there's a scene where Morgan Freeman, who plays God, I mean, literally, if I'm gonna get someone to play God, makes sense. Morgan Freeman plays God, and he explains to Jim Carrey's character, what the arc actually means. So, a random act of kindness, and that's the arc. So, and that's something that always stuck in my head because it made sense. Oh, okay. Yeah, Grace says stinky tofu self treat. What is this thing? Is this some other coded queer language as well? Or are you actually talking about tofu, Grace? Because now I've got to like, look at everything you say. It's like, is it code for something? Evie Love says, hi, beautiful roses, giving you a wonderful warm glow, enjoying your joy. Thank you. I mean, red roses are my favorite. I am a very, in some ways, a ridiculously traditional woman. Oh, by the way, I also figured out my pronouns. I updated it on my Instagram. After much deliberation, I have decided to go with she, they. Just because I'm like, well, there are parts that don't really fit the she. I don't really see a big he coming through, but a they definitely makes sense. So I have gone with she, they after much conscious deliberation. As you know, I take time. Um, Maggie Pillay says, hello, hello, absolutely beautiful, and roses look good too. Oh, thank you so much, honey. Candy says, and a massage. I don't actually like massages. The reason being, I'll start like picking up whatever the masseuse hasn't cleared, or masseur, whichever the appropriate term is. I'll, I just end up picking it up, and I just get so uncomfortable. So it's just like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. But I understand. Some people have the luxury of being able to enjoy massages. I very much appreciate that and I respect that. Let's see. Grace says, "Are you she, they, it up?" Sherry says, "Yes, I am they, them, she, her." Cool, 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 cool. I was wondering if doctor was a pronoun, but apparently it's not. But yeah, she, they. um, Meghna says, "All you wonderful Capricorns and issues with massage." Seriously, we pick up shit on our bodies. It's like no one is touching me unless there's a damn good reason. But thank you again, Meghna. You super made my day. These are absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. Sharif says cooking a delicious meal. Nice, fun. The other day, I decided to put my understanding of TCM to the test. And I deliberately, got my brother to go looking for certain things and we got it. And I got a big pot and I decided to name my pot Betty because it looked like a Betty. I've even named Magnus teapot. Like I just name things. I do think that, generally speaking, teapots must have a name. But that is my view, and I am eccentric in that view, probably. Um, but let's see. Meghna says the pleasure is honestly mine. I'm so enjoying your smile today. I have a reason now. So, I'm probably going to be posting lots of pictures of roses and cats because honestly, when I went to the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, I looked inside, I was like, oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. And there was this cat that looks a little like my brother's cat lying down underneath the rose bush. And then I was like, yeah, you're going to be seeing lots of roses and cats pictures on Instagram. I'm wondering if I can make it for tea if it's organic. But anyway, so as you can tell, I'm geeking out in happiness. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Well, yeah. So highest frequency of essential oil opens up the heart unconditionally, and that's why it's so important. That's why it's so beautiful. When I went to Bulgaria for my friend's wedding, which is another very happy moment in my life. I don't know if I'm ever going to have a wedding. I would like one, but been married twice, but never actually had a proper ceremony. Long story, but anyway. Yeah. So I went to my best friend's wedding, and so she's Bulgarian. So I went to Bulgaria, and the whole place had roses. But the place I've really wanted to go to is the Valley of Roses. So, maybe I'll go with the right person someday, and I'll just see all of those roses all over the place. It's been like a dream I've had for a long time. But maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is a sign. I'm just gonna keep like zooming back to this. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really much I wanted to share except a little burst of love and happiness. And God knows everyone needs a little bit of a cheer up, which is why I decided to share these. Um, you know, so yeah, it's good. It's wonderful. Is there anything else anyone would like to talk about today that is at least remotely related to the topic of happiness, joy, love, showing it to people, doing random acts of kindness in the world, being a good friend? Anything else anyone would like to bring up? Grace said, "How can we post you tea?" Ah, okay, very nice. Now, tea is another way to my heart. I absolutely love tea. My favorite tea in the world is Earl Grey. My brother doesn't get it. He really does not get it. But I'm an Earl Grey girl. Yeah, I love my Earl Grey, which is why I love my teapots. I don't have a proper teapot right now because for me, when I find the place I want to be, then I'm going to get this beautiful, elegant, classy looking ceramic white teapot. And I'm probably going to call it Georgette. Probably. And I'm going to make Earl Grey tea in her. That would be my great vision for the image of stability in life, a teapot. This is why when I read Pride and Prejudice, I took one look at Elizabeth Bennet and went, it was the house. I get it. It was the house. But yeah. Grace, why don't you send me an email? It's theskypriestess@gmail.com. Make sure you put the first because someone else has the other email, and I'm sure they've received a lot of weird ass messages over time. But just send me an email to theskypriestess.com, and I'd be happy to send you my address so you can send me some tea. I like tea. And maybe you can tell me what the toaster's about. Um, yeah. So is there anything anyone wants to talk about? Mm-mm-mm. No, I might sign off, or I might just hang on till we do have something to talk about because Hello Neighbors are also about the community, not just looking at these beautiful roses. They are so beautiful. Well, I happen to match as well. I am wearing a dress with flowers on it, so it works. It works. Candy says still kind of zonked. Candy, what did I say that made you zonked? Honestly. Mind you, it might just be me. Someone once told me that I don't need to talk about anything. The moment I just open my mouth, I just facilitate naturally. So, yes, probably it. Sherry says same here. Oh my God, you people. I say that with love. All right, so I'm going to allow you. Maybe it's the roses. Maybe the high frequency vibe of the roses is zonking everybody out, which is totally fine. So I send you all lots and lots and lots of love and extra big hugs to my friend, my dear friend who sent me these lovely things. And I hope you have a nice time. Candy says, so zonked, I don't remember lol. So I hope all of you have a lovely time and all of you, do something kind, do something that makes somebody smile. And that will be a better day than the one that it was previously. So take care. Very many blessings. Apparently, this is all about me talking about roses. Shari says it is the love boomerang. Ooh. In fact, this actually reminds me of one of the first songs I learned how to sing. I don't think I have the confidence to sing that one, but because it's in Tamil and it takes a lot of skill. But it was all about how how do you translate that song? I don't know. How would you translate that? Kadal Rojave, how would you say that? The Rose of My Love or something like that. I'm a ridiculously romantic person, but it's pretty. It's lovely. But anyway, people are dwindling. The numbers are dwindling, which is fine. But yeah, I send all of you lots of love. I send you very many hugs. Take care, and ciao ciao for now. I guess this is a very rosy. Hello, neighbor. Bye bye.